I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm the head coach for JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. That's a site with curated information that you can watch, listen to, or read that will help you find work more quickly. I worked as a headhunter for many, many years, and now I coach people as a career coach, a job search coach. I do life coaching and leadership coaching as well, but overall, much of what I do is around career and job search coaching, trading off my previous experience in search. And I received a question for someone that I thought was very useful. Should I be interviewing for my next job even when I'm content in my current one? What do you think? Does it make sense to start looking at other things even though you're, quote, happy? Now, content is an interesting word, but I think that's a deflection. The real thing is, often when we're content, we're comfortable. We stop pushing ourselves. We stop stretching ourselves. We stop trying. And I remember years ago when I was in search, and there was a sales trainer named Steve Finkel who would teach us different closing techniques, and they were kind of manipulative techniques. And there was one thing he said that really stuck out. And the premise was you were trying to recruit someone, and they said, I'm happy where I am. And he said, and this was his clever rebuttal, but clever belies the fact that it's true. It makes it seem as though this rebuttal has no basis in fact, when it actually does. And what he told people to say was, the person who gets ahead isn't always the smartest or work the hardest, although goodness knows that's a great quality to have. The person who gets ahead is the one that remains alert to opportunity. I would add on to that, sometimes those are internal to your organization. More often than not, they're external. And between those two statements, the one that Steve proposed and my add-on to it, that's absolutely true. Being content doesn't mean that you won't be more content in the next organization, stepping up to a new challenge. It doesn't mean that the next firm would be proposed something even better that you'd like more. And there's no way to find that out unless you talk with that firm. Now, you don't have to go hat in hand like a supplicant begging for more, as the job hunter who's active might. You are content where you are, and that's great. But if you open your eyes and open your ears up to other possibilities, you may find that there's a better option for you somewhere else. I know at my last search firm, I spent a lot of years under what I eventually came to realize were difficult circumstances, but because I was in the mix of things and well regarded, often I didn't really feel it or see it until I got out of there onto my own. And as such, once those unnecessary burdens and shackles were lifted from me, until that happened, I didn't realize how miserable I was at the last place. That may or may not be true of you. I'm going to take the word content at face value and say you're happy, you don't have a care in the world, you're well regarded, you're happy with the money that you're making. It's not money that's going to motivate you, it's the nature of the work. I take that at face value. And who's to say that there isn't a better opportunity somewhere else? That when someone knocks on your door, they might not have a better chance for you. Now, many of the things you'll look at aren't going to be better. That's great. You affirm that your situation is better than that one. And I'm certainly not saying do this every day, but when there's something that piques your interest, something that makes you go, even for a moment, listen to that siren song, pay attention to it, and notice how your emotional response is true. Explore it. It may be confirmed or rejected, but listen to it and explore. So I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I hope you found this helpful. If you have questions for me or would like me to coach you, Reach out to me through my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us. I've got great content there. Plus, if you look at the tabs along the top, there's information about how to schedule time from me for coaching. I'd love to help you with your job search, help you with your career, help you in lots of different ways, post-job search, and help you succeed. Hope you have a great day. Oh, if we're not connected on LinkedIn, send a connection request to me at linkedin.com/IN/The Big Game Hunter. Mention that you listened or heard this. I'd love to know that how you found me, and hope you have a great day. Take care.